I didn't find out my brother got married through a phone call or a message. I found out because his wedding photos appeared on my screen. Like an accident I couldn't look away from, there he was. Evan, smiling under warm string lights, standing beside a woman in white who barely knew my name. No call, no warning, no invite. Just proof that something enormous had happened without me. At first, my mind searched for excuses. Maybe it was an engagement shoot. Maybe it was staged content for social media. Anything that didn't mean I had been erased. I called him once, twice, 5 times. By the 6th call, it went straight to voicemail. His cheerful recorded voice echoed in my ear. The same one I helped him record years ago, when he kept laughing at the word availability. When the phone finally rang back, relief rushed through me until I heard her voice instead of his. "Sienna, come board." As if she had been waiting for this moment. She told me the truth without hesitation. I wasn't invited. Her words landed sharp and deliberate. "My wife doesn't want you there. She thinks you are pathetic." Even didn't stop her. Didn't correct her. Didn't even breathe loudly enough to defend me. That silence hurt more than her cruelty ever could. I didn't cry. I didn't beg. I simply stepped back, staring at the life I had quietly built for him over 15 years. In that moment, something shifted. I realized loyalty only works when it runs both ways. And standing there, phone still warm in my hand, I made a decision that would rewrite both our lives completely. 15 years earlier, I wasn't supposed to become anyone's backbone. I was only 23, standing in a hospital hallway signing papers I barely understood, while my 14-year-old brother cried into my coat. Our mother was gone just like that. No warnings. No time to prepare. In that moment, I stopped being just Lily, his older sister. I became the one who figured things out. The one who stayed calm when everything collapsed. Grief didn't swallow even because I didn't let it. I held us together with whatever strength I could find. While my friends chased careers and nicer apartments, I chased stability. I worked anywhere that would take me. Office temp jobs by day, event staffing by night. Freelance work squeezed in between even needed textbooks. Club FEs, college applications, a future. I made sure he had all of it. When he started college, I bought a loft in my name. I told him it was for convenience. But really, it was safety. A place he couldn't lose. I furnished it. Paid the bills, covered tuition gaps quietly. Without expectation. I even saved for his dream trip to Europe. Little transfers month after month until the fund reached $35,000. He used to joke that he'd repay me someday. I laughed because family doesn't keep score. Or so I believed. I didn't realize then that generosity can slowly turn into something people resent. That protecting someone for too long can make them forget how much you've given. And worse, it can make them believe they did it all themselves. The change didn't happen all at once. It crept in slowly, even called less. Messages became shorter. "I've got it handled," he'd say. Like my concern was suddenly a burden. When he introduced me to Sienna, I noticed how she looked at me. Not warmly, but critically, like she was measuring something she didn't approve of. She was confident, polished, always thinking in angels and lighting. Even was dazzled. I told myself this was normal. People fall in love. Lives evolve. Still, I felt myself being edged out, conversation by conversation. Then came the wedding photos. When I finally confronted them, Sienna accused me of control. Control, the word burned. I reminded her calmly that I paid for the loft, the furniture, the education, the travel fund. She called it embarrassing. Said they didn't need me anymore. Even echoed her words. He said, I made things heavy. That he needed space. 15 years of sacrifice were reduced to a single accusation. I didn't argue. I didn't defend myself. I walked away from the loft that night, knowing something had snapped permanently. Back home, surrounded by spreadsheets and order, a single thought became clear. If they want independence, I will give it to them completely. That night I made lists. Not emotional ones. Just facts. The loft, the mortgage, utilities, insurance, credit cards, streaming services, phone plans, the travel fund, everything was under my name. I called a lawyer. She confirmed what I already suspected. Legally, I owed even nothing. The next morning I started undoing what I had built. I canceled the Europe tickets, withdrew the travel fund, listed the loft for sale. Offers came within hours. One in cash above asking. I accepted without hesitation. Utilities were transferred. Accounts closed. Passwords changed. This phone was removed from my plan. The safety net disappeared, piece by piece. I sent one final message. You wanted independence. You have it now. Do not contact me again. I blocked his number. When the loft officially sold, I didn't feel triumphant. I felt clear. You cannot erase someone from your life and expect them to keep supporting you from the shadows. 4 months passed. No messages. No apologies. Just silence and clarity. My life grew quieter, steadier. I earned a promotion. Moved into a smaller place that felt like mine. Took a solo trip because I could. Then even called from an unknown number. His voice was broken. Sienna was gone. The money was gone. The safety was gone. He asked if he could come back. I didn't yell. I didn't lecture. I simply said no. Hanging up felt like closing a door that had been hanging crooked for years. My world is smaller now, but it's clean. I wake up without dread. I choose myself. Cutting him off wasn't revenge. It was survival. And sometimes survival is the bravest loyalty of all.